Hello everyone, welcome to this video on digital technologies and medicine key vocabulary. This video is part of the Med School Insiders Library series. This video is your introduction to the world of digital technologies in medicine. Let's get started with our vocabulary list. As a noun, access refers to the ability to enter a system or retrieve data from that system. For example, we can talk about a patient's access to their electronic health record or EHR, but access can also be a verb. When used as a verb, access can mean to enter a system or retrieve data from a system. For example, a patient may access their health record online. Administration refers to the management of a system or organization. In digital technologies in medicine, administration often refers to the management of an electronic health record or other healthcare IT system. AI or artificial intelligence. AI or artificial intelligence refers to advanced computing processes that mimic human intelligence, such as machine learning and natural language.
Yes.
And now, on to our next term. Automation. Automation. Automation refers to the use of technology to perform tasks that would otherwise be performed by humans. In the context of digital technologies in medicine, automation can refer to things like an ERC system, automatically filling a prescription, or an AI system, flagging potentially harmful drug interactions. And next we have the terms backup and backup. Both the verb to back up and the noun backup refer to the process of creating a copy of data for security purposes. For example, it's important that the system backs up data regularly in case of a disaster. And we can also say that the backup of the data is stored off-site for extra security. Next up, we have bookmarks. Bookmarks. A bookmark is a tool used to navigate to a specific page or site. In the context of digital technologies in medicine, bookmarks can be especially helpful when navigating to evidence-based medicine resources. The next two terms on our list are closely related. They are capture and data. Capture. To capture data means to record or take a digital image of data. It's essentially just a fancy way of saying to collect data. In the context of digital technologies in medicine, capture can refer to taking a digital image like an X-ray or EKG. Data. Data refers to information that has been recorded or captured. And speaking of data, let's talk about data processing. Data processing. Data processing refers to the analysis and manipulation of data. This can include things like data mining and data scrubbing. All right, let's move on to the term data sharing. Data sharing. Data sharing refers to the exchange of data between systems or organizations. Data sharing can facilitate collaboration and improve care coordination. Now let's talk about digital images. Digital image. A digital image is a type of data that can be captured and processed electronically. This can include images like X-rays and MR-IS. Here's a few more digital technologies in medicine key vocabulary terms for you. A database. A database is a structured collection of data. Databases are often used to store patient data and medical images. Speaking of storing things, the next two terms on our list are document and ERCs. Document. A document is a formal, written, or printed piece of communication. An ERX, and ERCs, is an electronic prescription. ERXs can be transmitted electronically from a provider to a pharmacy. All right, let's move on to our next term, hyperlink. Hyperlink. A hyperlink is a clickable connection between documents. Hyperlinks are commonly used to navigate the internet, and they can be especially helpful when navigating to different sections of a long document. And this brings us to our next term, keyword. Keyword. Keywords are search terms that are used to retrieve information. For example, ICD-10 codes and medical subject headings are types of keywords. Let's move on to log in, log on, log off. These terms all have to do with user authentication. To log in or log on means to gain access to a system, and log off means to end a user session. The next term on our list is medical informatics. Medical informatics. Medical informatics is the field of health IT focused on the management of health data. It's often abbreviated as ME. Now let's talk about MESH. MESH, N. MESH stands for Medical Subject Headings and is a controlled vocabulary thesaurus, and it's used to index research articles. MESH is published by the National Library of Medicine and it is a subset of the larger thesaurus of biomedical literature, which is known as EMTRI. Hey, speaking of the National Library of Medicine, let's talk about NIH. NIH stands for the National Institutes of Health, and it's the primary research authority for the United States. The next few terms all have to do with images and image management. So pay close attention if you work in a field that involves medical imaging. First, we have PACS. PACS stands for Picture Archiving and Communication System, and it's a type of healthcare IT system used to manage and display images like X-rays. Next up, we have password. A password is a user's secret method of authenticating to a system. And finally, for our imaging section, we have the term radiologist. A radiologist is a physician who specializes in medical imaging. The next term on our list is patient records. Patient records are the documentation of a patient's healthcare encounters. Today, many patient records are kept in an electronic health record, or EHR. Speaking of electronic health records, let's talk about the next term on our list, which is EHR. An EHR stands for electronic health record, and it's a type of patient record that's kept in a digital format. Next up, we have the term PDF. PDF stands for portable document format, and it's a common type of digital document. PDFs are often used for sharing documents over the internet because they're easy to send and they don't require special software to open them. Next up, let's talk about personalized medicine. Personalized medicine refers to customized treatment plans based on a person's individual characteristics. This can include things like a person's genetics and lifestyle. The last term on today's list is search, both noun and verb. As a noun, search refers to the process of looking for something. In the context of digital technologies and medicine, a search can refer to the process of searching for information in a database or on the internet. As a verb, search can mean to look for something. For example, you might search for a specific topic on Google or PubMed. Search engines are programs that help users search for information. Search operators are special characters that can be used to refine a search. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of our library science videos. See you next time.